I am trying to visit every single country on the planet, and a lot of people have been asking me, is that even possible? It's been a couple of months since I haven't gone to a new country, and this video is for all of those people that have been constantly asking me, but is it even possible, and which countries am I still missing? So let's get started. So far I have been to 190 countries, 2 of which I haven't even shared videos from. Can you guess which ones they are? And don't worry, I will share them over the next few weeks. But anyway, I've been to 190 countries, and that means there are 5 more countries to go to, because what I count is the UN members plus the observer states. That just makes the most sense for me, because counting all the UN members is like the cleanest. But if I only counted 193, I would have to exclude the Vatican, which seems very odd given that every single country in the world recognizes the Vatican as a country. So that way I include the observer states as well, which the Vatican City is an observer state. And then I recognize Palestine as well as a state. So I count those 195 countries. People always ask me, why don't you go to all of them, like all of the dependent territories and everything as well? And the truth is, I usually do. Like, I've been to Kosovo, Transnistria, so many French overseas territories and everything. It's just for the sake of counting. To me personally, it makes most sense to just count the 195 UNs plus observers. So let's get back to the question. I've been to 190 countries. Which countries are still missing? Libya, Mali, Sudan, North Korea, and Palau. Palau I just left in Oceania. I traveled to every country in Oceania in January and February and March. But I left Palau because I didn't want it to be like a difficult country to visit. You know, Palau, I left for at some point to be my last country, so I can go to that country and celebrate and have some drinks and be really chill, you know, and I can actually take my family with me or some friends and celebrate all together. That was always my plan. Then Sudan, unfortunately, still closed, and that's the most difficult one. That I'm still waiting for, along with North Korea. So North Korea will open up in December, that's what they have said. So hopefully I can visit North Korea in December or January. That would be amazing. I've been waiting for 4 years. They've been closed since the COVID pandemic. So since then, all the travelers that are trying to visit every country in the world, they've basically been waiting on North Korea. I actually have a friend who has been to every single country in the world except North Korea. So there's a lot of people that are waiting and that can't wait to go. And then a lot of people also count the DMZ as going to North Korea. I actually haven't even been there. So even if you count the DMZ, I still haven't been to North Korea. And even that is not possible at the moment, because there was some American guy who just like ran across the border into North Korea. So since then it's also been closed. So I've definitely not been to North Korea yet, and it's on the list, and hopefully from December onwards I can go. So Sudan is a bit of a waiting game. North Korea, hopefully in December. Mali, I actually have my visa already, and I will go very soon. It's going to be my next country. Then Palau, I save for last. And what's the last one? Libya. Now Libya is an interesting one, because they recently introduced that e-visa system, which a lot of people had trouble with. And I actually applied for an e-visa, and it just didn't process. So I paid $64 and no one ever worked on that application. So I thought, okay, maybe it was me, maybe I put on some wrong information. I don't really know like what I did wrong, but I thought it was my fault, until I heard from a lot of travelers that actually the Libyan e-visa system is very faulty, and things have not really been going smoothly. So now that I live in Dubai here, I'm gonna try to get my visa here. It's not an easy visa, but I really can't wait to visit Libya. It's a beautiful country. It has a tough history, but it's a very beautiful one. There's lots of things to see, lots of archaeological sites that I really want to travel to. So I hope that I can do that at some point soon over the next few months. So next up, Mali, and then I'm trying to organize my Libya visa. Palau is the easiest one of them for sure. I could go like tomorrow if I wanted to, but I'm waiting for it to be my last country. And then North Korea, hopefully in December or January, and then Sudan is a bit of a waiting game. So it will most likely very much depend on Sudan and when they open. And fun fact, we actually tried to do a humanitarian project in Sudan. You know, they're in a terrible state of civil war. It's really horrible. I really hope the war ends soon. And we actually tried to do a humanitarian project getting water filters into the country. So we tried to get a humanitarian visa but they don't even issue that at the moment unless you're like a high up person in the United Nations, for example, which I'm clearly not. So hopefully for all involved, I obviously hope that the war ends very soon and that I can also travel to Sudan at some point, because also that is a really beautiful country. Do you know they have the pyramids? You know, people, when they think of pyramids, they only think of Egypt, but Sudan actually has more pyramids than Egypt. So I really want to visit there, even though it's very, very difficult at the moment, but I can't wait to go at some point. So this is my update. I've been to 190 countries. I'm missing five that are pretty tough, or let's say 4 that are pretty tough, but I kind of have a bit of a roadmap. So there's one that has no perspective at the moment, which is Sudan. So hopefully things will get better there soon, so I can also go to Sudan. But the other 4, slowly but surely, hopefully I'll make it. So I hope you stick around for me trying to visit every single country in the world. It would mean the world to me. And yeah, subscribe to my YouTube channel for more updates on my journey and for more interesting YouTube videos. And if you have any requests, video requests, or topics that you want me to talk about, then tell me down below in the comments. See you in the next video, and thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.